Let's rock it out, guys. All right, let's have some fun. We're here on Snappic. We're gonna create a new event right here, plain event, and then we're gonna go to create a new event. I'm gonna select photos and GIFs because that's what we're gonna be using for the digital photo booth. I'm gonna hit next right here, and we're gonna name this here photo booth folks, like us. Yes, for my photo booth folks. All right, start event. Let's go ahead and make sure we start it here today. And then event date, we'll wait till tomorrow to end this event. Okay, so go ahead and select that. Now I'm breezing through this because we're gonna get to the fun part now. How do I want to share these photos? I want to share it through text message. I want to share them through AirDrop, and I want to do the QR sharing just in case we have Android users. And I'm gonna come up with a very simple admin password. All right, this looks a little overwhelming, but it's okay. We're just gonna hit next. We're not worried about the microsite. Here we are now. First section, template library. This is gonna be for the still photos. You guys have a variety here. I like going with the 6x4, and I like going by the 6x4 4 photos within that actual template. So for the video, we're gonna go ahead and do this 6x4. That way people can get 4 photos of themselves within that one session. And I'm gonna go with a single overlay. Remember, this is size 6x4. So when you go over to Canva, right here, make sure it's set to 6x4 so you guys know exactly what you're working with. 360 booth operators, you already know what it is. You guys are already familiar with this process. All right, so, and then after that, I'm gonna go to edit. All right, so this is what I'm seeing here. This is what you're gonna see as well. Now, you wanna go to show overlay preview. You don't wanna check the mirror live view because I'm gonna show you exactly what that means when we get to the digital booth, okay guys? This could be confusing, so don't check this right here. Now, the countdown. I like my countdown anywhere from 1 to 2 to 3 seconds. If you guys have a very long countdown, it's gonna take very long. There's people waiting in line to take their photos next. So we wanna make sure that you guys set it in a way that's gonna be most efficient for your event. All right, so here's the layout, the template. We're gonna go to click images right here so that we can select our overlay. And so the overlay that I'm gonna go with is this one right here. All right, I made this overlay here on Canva, and this is how it's going to look for Alta Loma High School. All right, and looks like we are good to go. The last thing we're gonna do is come over to save individual photos, and I'm just gonna go to process, cropped, and filtered. That's the photo that I want to save, the one that already been processed and it's been cropped and filtered. Once that's complete, I'm gonna hit save. All right, so now we have our photo template for our still photos. Let's keep rocking it out. I'm gonna hit next right over here. And then we're left with this attract screen. Now you guys can customize an attract screen for your client, or you guys can go to the attract screen library and see if one of these attract screens looks attractive enough for you to use for your event. Now it looks like we have several here, like this one is a grab a prop, and then this one right here, I'm just hovering over so you guys can get an idea of how this looks like. And I think I'm gonna go with let's just go with something like I'll just go with this one for the sake of it. Okay, I'm gonna go with that one. I'm gonna select it. Now you guys can always customize one for your client. I recommend you guys do customize one for your client to make it more personal. And as far as recommended sizes for the sharing station, it'll give you the recommended sizes. So if you're going to be using your iPad in portrait mode and your iPad is a 9.7, then this is the size that you would go with, so on and so forth. So this is very, very helpful when it comes to recommended sizes for your iPad sharing station or background. All right, so what did we learn? We learned that we can get an attract screen directly from the library and select that, save us a bunch of time, and this is how it's going to look on the iPad. All right, so now that this part right here is nearly complete, right here where it says retake, exit, you can hide these buttons. So one button that I want to hide is the exit button because I don't want the people, right, the students, to exit out of the app, right? So I can hide this exit button right there if I wanted to. For the sake of the video, I'm not going to do it because I want to show you guys settings. Okay, so now next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to next, and right here just go to next. It's for the QR code. And now we're up to the GIF animation. Let's pick a template for the GIF, and then there's templates right in here. I'm going to continue going with the 6x4. You can do white frame or 6x4 no frame, or you can go with the 4x6, so on and so forth, even the Polaroid one right over there. So let's go ahead and choose the 1/6 white frame right here. Single overlay. Remember guys, I already have one made, so we're gonna go ahead and grab that right now. how many frames do we want within this GIF? I'm gonna go with, let's say, we'll do 4. Do 4 frames for that, and then I want to count down 2 seconds countdown. 1, 2, pose. 1, 2, pose. So that's going to be pretty quick. And then for the playback speed, we can leave it at medium or fast. I like fast, and then where it says show overlay preview, you can select that if you want, or you don't have to. For me, I usually select the overlay, but I don't select the do not mirror live view. That I don't select, okay, as I mentioned earlier. And so we're gonna go to settings here. That's done, good. Okay, go to edit. We're gonna select that same image we did earlier from Canva. And then we're gonna select this one here that doesn't, should we go with this one? I know I have a nicer one here somewhere. Where is it at? Right there, that's a nice one right there. So I'm gonna grab that. All right, and I'm gonna select that, and that's how it's gonna look like, which is beautiful. And then we're gonna go to save. All right, so that's for the GIF. GIF. All right, next thing, let's go ahead and rock on, keep it going nice and smooth. Now we're gonna do the burst GIF, the burst GIF template right here. We're gonna go to the same thing and select. I'm gonna select the same thing for the GIF. All right, and I'm selecting the same one because single overlay, because I already have an overlay made for it. So number of frames, 10 frames, 12. More frames, the smoother it's gonna look like. I went with fast right here. You can do the boomerang reverse. I'm fine without the boomerang reverse. I've kind of like experimented and I prefer not to use it. You can do the overlay preview, and you can do super speed capture. And what does that mean? Well, this enables the capture burst at an even faster rate for really smooth animations, only available on devices with iOS 10 and up. And my iPad is definitely 10 iOS and up. So I'm gonna hit done right there. And then the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go to edit and select again that overlay that we've been working with. And boom, there it is. And we're gonna hit save. All right, so now we have a still photo, we have a burst photo, and then we have, what was the other one? What do you call it? GIF, but not a burst, okay? So next, and create event. All right, so the event's gonna get created. It says success. Okay, so the event is created. The event is called Photo Booth, folks. Now, I'm gonna grab my phone and we're gonna walk over to the digital photo booth. All right, let's go ahead and hit up the digital booth. All right, guys, so this is one of the lights that I use. The secondary light is right over there. The more the light, the better, especially when it comes to the sensor on your iPad. And so this is the digital booth that I went with. There's definitely gonna be other models I'm gonna be ordering because this guy right here is a moneymaker. All right, so this is how my screen looks like. Let me go ahead and exit so that we can select the one that we made together here. I'm gonna go to back right there, and I'm gonna go to refresh right there, refresh. And then we'll see ours pop up. There it is, photo booth, folks. Yeah, we made this one together. And after that, here in this area, we're gonna use a front camera, which is this camera right up here. And then we're gonna go hit start the booth, all right? All right, so we're gonna go ahead and load up all the resources. When you guys are in this section right here, if you guys are a beginner, I recommend using auto for everything, especially if you have good lighting. Go ahead and just stay with auto for now. Your photos are gonna come out great if you have good lighting, so just keep it on auto. All right, we're gonna go to start booth right there. And then we're gonna take a couple photos, so I'm gonna turn this on really quick here. Let's go. Okay, get that on right there. So this usually says touch here or get to take a photo. In this case, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit the still, and that's me right there. I'm gonna hit start. It says countdown 3. Gives us another countdown, another pose. Last one. Cool. So there's really like no processing time. It's boom, it's done, it's right there. Quality came out really good. Next thing I can do is I can text message it to someone. And if I go to text here, let me go ahead and enter my number. And then hit send. All right, so it's gonna send it to them, right? If they have an iPhone user, you just use the AirDrop feature. And if they have an Android user, you can do that scan here, which is great. I like doing the text message. In fact, they made it over to our other phone that we just sent it to. So let's go ahead and check it out. Check it out now. So 741, go ahead and select it. See if our photo comes up here. Yep, there's a photo there now. Great. Really good quality, guys. It's all about the lighting, guys. Make sure you start off with an iPad Air 5th generation, because the iPad Air 5th generation has a good processor and has a 12 megapixel camera. All right, so that's what I wanted to show you as far as the still photo goes. Now, let me jump over to a GIF. And it's okay. So now it says tap start. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to look up right up there. 1, 2, 3. There's one photo. 2 photos. 3 photos, last photo. Cool. So that's done. And now here it is. Boom, 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 boom. So there you go. Now earlier when I was saying don't select the mirror, this is what ends up happening. Now if you guys would have checked the one says make the screen live mirror, what happens is if I step to the right on the iPad, I'm going to be stepping to the left, vice versa. If I step to the left, on the iPad, it's confusing because I'm going to be stepping to the right. So that makes it really confusing for people because they get all discombobulated. Like, what's going on? No, go over here. Oh, okay. And yeah, so you want to make it easy for them, all right? So that was it. And then we're just going to do the burst for the sake of the video. Take you guys through the whole journey here. So this is how we're going to do this. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. And this is... That's me right there, man. So that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. It's very, very simple to use. Once it's on, it's on. You drop it off. You go to your next location. You drop off another one. You go to your next location. You drop off your third one. And then you circle back and you just made over, let's say roughly about $1,500 in one night. So if you guys are interested in buying a digital photo booth, I, for one, highly recommend it, but also make sure you guys are buying from a verified supplier and buy directly from the manufacturer so you guys save a ton of money. I have both of my suppliers listed in the description box below. Go ahead and reach out to them. All right, guys, I wish you the very best. Good luck on your next event. Hit the like button to help me out. Why not? I'll see you guys soon. Take care.